Right, if you ain't getting this one, then this one's for you.
What's up, guys, and welcome back to EME TV. Watching back on my videos, I've actually realised that I haven't actually said Happy New Year. That's probably because the last video was the first video I think of the year, and it was a negative one. And if you haven't seen that, go and watch that. But Happy New Year, guys. Welcome back to EME TV, and today we're on a much positive. Well, yeah, we're on a positive note today, and we're talking about things that I love about the FN2. Like, as I've spoken about, I've had this car now for what, for three-ish months or so. Good as good as anything, really. Best car I've owned, and today I'm going to be talking about the things that I absolutely love. So, without further ado, guys, the first thing I'm going to talk about is, and which is probably one of the most important things when you're actually looking for a car, is the reliability. Now, I've banged on about this probably in every single video that I've done on this car, which is that I bought this car and I've basically done absolutely nothing to it. I've just been driving it and nothing's gone wrong. This is one of the first experiences, yeah, I would say one of the first experiences of me owning a car and really not being worried about anything actually going wrong. Not having to do like major health checks, not having to take it to the mechanic and them just literally diagnose it and tell me what faults there are and this, that and the other. For this, I feel like to have I have a peace of mind, and I don't know what it is. And I think it's just because of the fact I did my research beforehand, and I know, and having a Honda as well in the past that I had a similar experience with, I just have no worries about anything going wrong with this FN2, which, one, a great thing to have, and two, since I picked up for an absolute bargain price of under 2k, I mean, Jesus Christ, it can't help but put a smile on my face every time I come outside and see this car there and I'm about to walk in it. I always smile, and that's one of the things I love. But yeah, so that will be the first thing, reliability. That's in any case when you're buying a car, you've got to look at the reliability, and in this case I think I've got one of the best manufacturers of cars when it comes to reliability. Let me know in the comments below if you agree with me, but in my case, I think that's the case. Now, moving on to the second thing I absolutely love about my Honda FN2, or FN2s in general, really, because this is like sort of a generic sort of positive note or thing, is the affordability. The affordability of FN2s right now is ridiculous for me. For what you're getting, obviously I said I picked mine up at a still price. One, because mine is categorized, meaning that it's been in an accident before and been written off by an insurer. And I also bought it from an auction. So when you're buying from an auction, obviously you don't get to see the car firsthand, you don't get to see the car, you don't get to do your checks around the car and so on. So you're buying ultimately with a lot of risk involved. So that's why I was able to pick this for a bargain price. But even if you look on Auto Trader, I'm sure there's got to be cars for around 3.5, 4k which have been looked after, which are decent. And with these K20 engines, don't be put off with the 150, the 140, the 130,000 miles, because at the end of the day, they will keep on going. I literally put up the other day a picture of a mileage that I saw, which was on an EP3 that was being advertised on Facebook Marketplace. I'm probably sure some of you have actually seen that that same EP3 being advertised, but I'll put the mileage up, but that mileage was impeccable. We're talking near enough 400k, and this has the same engine as the EP3. So if you're worried about seeing 6 figures on your dash, please look at that and worry no more. But yeah, the affordability is ridiculous. I mean, you can pick one up for 4k. The amount of car you're getting for that price is near enough ridiculous. So as I said, as I always bang on about, if you are looking to buy a cheap hot hatch, a fun thing to drive around, which is decent on fuel and will continually put a smile on your face, get one of these. Now, the third thing is the appearance. Now, I've always said these cars, these FN2s, they look so cool. I've always said as well, they were ahead of its time. And when I say that, I mean, probably the reason I say that is probably to do with its interior. The interior, I believe, is just such a nice place to be, with all these dials, and then you've got the heads-up display. And a lot of cars of this era, this is 2007, and a lot of cars of this era didn't have all of these things on them. So the only thing it's probably missing is the Bluetooth aspect. But I mean, a lot of cars nowadays, and a lot of a lot of Bluetooth devices that you can pick up for cheap, which I've got in mine, and yeah, it just connects to your phone, and that's it. You're good to go. And it's just, let me try and, I was gonna try and hit Vtec, but I just see the camera, so. But yeah, the appearance, I think it's a very, very cool looking car, and yeah, man. I mean, I think I can just sit here all day just talking about good things about this car, and that's why I thought to make this video, because I always bang on about how good they are. So, you know, why not just sit down, make a video on my trip to, I'm actually going to the Honda dealership. You'll probably know more about why I'm going there in another video, and yeah, just document and give you my thoughts on why I think they're great from every single angle as well. Looking at this car, my favorite angle is probably gonna be from the front passenger side. That shot for me, anytime I sort of get it on camera, I feel it looks the best. I don't know why, but I feel it looks the best. Any other FN2 owners, what side of the car do you feel looks the best, or do you just feel like the car's an absolute stunner in general? Let me know. Go for a Vtec pull. Jesus Christ. You can't help but smile in these things, man. I'm telling you, you can't help but smile. Now, another thing, I don't know, it may be a bit off topic, talking about obviously things I love, but I thought I'd add this in, is the tunability. Now, when I say tunability, I know the K20 engine isn't, from doing research, isn't an engine that is too tunable. However, the amount of cars I've seen on the market and just being documented that are being, you know, supercharged and put on big turbos and so on and so forth is outstanding compared to the amount that I've seen have problems. I haven't seen too many have problems, supercharged turboed EP3s or FN2s in particular, because we're talking about the FN2, have any problems when it comes to obviously putting big turbos on them and going for big brake horsepower. I don't know if that's because I've been living in a hole or something, but if you guys do know, but that's long term, that's something that I'm thinking about doing. I don't know whether I want to do it to both the cars or I just want to do it to one of them, because it would be good to have a stock, you know, a stock car at the end of the day. Oh, sorry guys, there seemed to be a crowd of people gathering. I thought I'd just browse to have a look at what was going on, but yeah, I don't know whether it's good to have a stock one or it's good to just, you know, because some of the, when you are running, you know, 350 to 400 on these, and this is all front wheel drive, just through the front wheels, it's, you know, sometimes you just want to relax a bit and just have a bit of an easy ride, easy journey. So that's something long term that will definitely, hopefully, fingers crossed, come to the channel in the future. But yeah, the amount of cases, well, the good thing is that the amount of cases that I've seen seems to be on the low side when it comes to problems about doing that, and that's something that I've looked into doing, so I thought I'd add in here anyway. Now, last but not least, a reason, well, something that I love about this car is the, oh Jesus Christ, my car is steaming up big time, boy. Yeah, we're back. Yes, so last but not least, something that I love about this FN2, I think I've said it 50 million times already in this video, is how it makes me feel every day when I come out and just look at it. It's just, I don't know how to explain it, but it's just a car that I think, honestly, unless I came into big trouble, fingers crossed that never happens to none of us, financially, I would never sell. There's no reason for me to want to sell this. Like, to have something like this, which I presume will make its way into the modern classic sort of genre of cars, but why sell it? It's probably one of the best budget hot hatches you can get on the market. Yes, there's other things that you could probably rival with, and you know, people have an argument. I mean, everybody has their own taste in cars and so on and so forth. But I think, looking at the general population and consensus, is that Honda FN2, the FN2 or EP3, or just this manufacturer, are the best budget hot hatches that you can get. And I even did a video a couple months ago, sometime last year, about the best hot hatches in my opinion, and I put this and the EP3 as my 1 and 2. Maybe because I'm a Honda fan, or maybe because that's just true. I think that's just true, but you let me know in the comments. Nothing but smiles and nothing but enjoyment when it comes to this. No matter what journey you're going on, it's nothing but smiles and enjoyment. Yeah, I've never really come across anybody that's had any bad things, or an owner that's had any bad things to say about an FN2. Regardless of is it stereotype, is that the word I'm looking for? But the bad press it got when it first came out due to it being the same engine as the EP3. When you actually get in one and drive it and actually experience it over a long period of time, I haven't really seen anybody have too much of a negative view on the car as a whole. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's not the perfect car by any means stretch of the imagination. I mean, just driving now, you can see how much it's bouncing. I can feel every single misplacement or ditch in the road. It's ridiculous. I mean, it's not a very comfortable ride. However, I think the positives outweigh all the negatives in every case, and that's why I see it as a contender for a forever and a keeper in my personal garage over the years to come. I need to be careful. Just always wanted to get into Vtec is one of the things that should we try and do a pull now? Let's go for a Vtec pull. That's what I mean, it's so flipping addictive, and that Vtec, it just pulls like an absolute train. Flipping hell, man. I love you, FN2. I love you. Anyway guys, I've blabbed on enough. Thanks a lot for watching. Your support is always appreciated. Please like, comment and subscribe as well. Help the channel out. It will do it a world of good. And yeah, I guess I will see you guys on the next video on the FN2. Let's leave on a pull. See you guys next time. Peace.
Mate, if you ain't getting this one, then this one's for you.